my project, Satellites for a Safer Society by Anish Nadella. So let's get right into it. At first, I thought of an idea to do for this capstone project. When I first looked at it, I realized I wanted to do something to help the Ukraine and Russia crisis. However, we already know that Elon Musk has already used his Starlink satellites to give internet access to Ukrainian citizens. So I was like, I want to do something like this, but there's nothing really unique in that. So I decided to focus on natural disasters, which is the problem I'm trying to solve right now. Of course, we can't stop natural disasters altogether, but we have to realize that in the next 10, 20 years, with global warming on the rise, natural disasters will occur more frequently. Along with this will cause more deaths and injuries, along with property damage as well. Take instance of Hurricane Katrina. In 2005, it costed $125 billion just to rebuild all of the damaged locations. Hurricane Katrina also took the lives of over 1,800 people and possibly many more due to other fatal injuries. So now, let's take a look at some ideas I can use to solve this problem. Starlink satellites can be a good example, like I stated before. But I realized that Starlink satellites are for internet and they're really close to the Earth, such as 300 miles away. So this can't be big of a help. So that is why I decided to use geostationary satellites. Geostationary satellites will be 22,000 miles off of Earth's atmosphere and can take high-tech photos at very high rates. So I decided to go with natural disaster prediction. And now let's solve all the problems I listed before. What? Like I said before, geostationary satellites will be the main thing in my solution. As we can take a look at the image on the right, this is an example of a geostationary satellite where it will monitor one location closely almost every day. While monitoring, it can detect different changes on that surface, such as ground changes, especially for earthquakes. And as we can see in the bottom left, this can be a good example of the camera that is used. And I got this image from the International Space Station, so some changes may need to be used, but this is a pretty close representation. My first goal for a prototype is to have satellites around the United States, as that is my hometown and home country, and hope that can be a good starting point. After that, I hope to continue it around the world. As we all know about human error, I hope to use AI monitoring to reduce that to the lowest. Of course, there has to be human researchers who have to decide whether or not this is a fatal natural disaster rather than probably a single tree lighting on fire. This project will use computer vision and machine learning. Computer vision will help identify and detect the natural disasters, with machine learning slowly developing over time to understand the differences between each scenario. Now, let's talk about future plans. I hope to have PictoBlox coding integrated. I hope to have coding into PictoBlox and have an accurate representation. And this can be done, but will take maybe a week. And over time, if this project does continue to work, I hope to continuously expand it around the world and have the United Nations monitor this closely. I also hope to have a mobile app for citizens around the world to locate and also understand where natural disasters are and possibly even learn more and more about them. So with my idea, we can say no to natural disasters and prevent that many casualties and fatal injuries. I hope with this idea, we can have future innovators on Earth as well, create inventions that can benefit us very much. Thank you. I also have a few sources over here about like what I used to learn. If you guys need any, please let me know. And I also found the images on Google. Thank you.